Rey is kind of over it. And yeah, then we get to that SmackDown after Mania. We get this backstage segment where Eddie is kind of he meets Rey back there. Rey is taping up. He's ready. He's about to be ready to go. The imagery kind of suggests that Rey doesn't really need Eddie. Kind of informing what's going to happen in the conversation. Eddie is sort of insisting that he accompany Rey to the ring again tonight. They are still the tag team champions, of course. So it's like, why wouldn't they? But we get this point where Eddie is like, "Oh, I'm going to make sure you win tonight." Eddie's going to cheat, and of course he's going to cheat. You know, he's got Rey's back by any means. You know, he's going to do Eddie at the end of the day.
That's
Rey replies with, "Think about having each other's backs. Is that hasn't really worked out for us in the past few weeks."
Honest criticism.
Yeah, honest criticism, honest analysis,
Very honest.
real time fact reporting. And you know, we really see Eddie get back to that face that I was talking about, that dejection, that feeling, oh, you think you're better than me. You can almost see him say that with his lips, even though his lips aren't moving. Nothing on his face is moving. You know,
it says it all, man.
It says it all.
It says it all.
And it's another thing where, you know, where we see how important it is to be an actor as well as a wrestler. And I want to say a lot of guys today get that, honestly. But I don't think we've ever seen a guy that's quite like Eddie. Like the way that he presents himself, the blind rage that he can sort of provoke from himself, that guttural, like, grittiness that he can give. Edge has this fabricated grittiness. I mean, I probably don't relate with it as much as I would with Eddie, but like, I mean, Eddie is like your drunk uncle who's pissed off. Like,
it's funny that they both had to deal with Vicky. That was
they did both have to deal with
God.
Shout out to Vicky,
Shout
man.
out to Vicky.
One of the goats, man. I
Shout
love
out Vicky as a wrestling persona, not Vicky as a person. She said some wild shit. But Vicky as a wrestling persona.
Oh, we'll have to talk after the pod about what she said.
Hey,
you know.
Look, man, she wanted a wall, and we're gonna leave it at that.
What? That's crazy. That's not
okay.
We're okay. All right, but back to the segment. We kind of stopped in the middle of it. Shout out Eddie. He's a great actor. He after Rey sort of says, you know, thing about that is that it hasn't worked out for us. Eddie sort of comes back well with, I know what it's like to lose a WWE championship because Rey is about to face JBL. I did not say that before. Rey is going to face JBL in the main event. They are in Rey's hometown of San Diego, which Rey sort of gets the cheap pop off of after saying that he kind of, you know, he feels like he can beat anybody at any given night in that locker room. Essentially, Rey is on. He's talking that talk. You know, Rey is feeling himself after beating Eddie, and you know we see another quick second of Eddie sort of dejection.
Now he's gloating, huh?
Now Eddie insists that he can't beat him alone. Later on in that night, we see JBL versus Rey. It's a solid match. Not a whole bunch going on. I mean, it's JBL versus Rey.
It's JBL.
I think JBL kind of works better with bigger guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like I mean, the matches with John Cena are pretty good. I enjoy them. I kind of enjoy JBL matches more than most people because I love a good lariat. I'm not gonna lie, man.
The Eddie versus JBL in that steel cage on SmackDown was fire.
Oh, I love a good lariat.
God, he's turned him inside out.
Oh man. Wrestling is so racist.
God damn it. Why'd you call him a Mexican
that had nothing to do with anything.
Bro? Why'd you call him a Mexican jumping bean?
Oh, man.
All right, never mind.
But anything. Excuse me. Anyway, with the match later on, Rey versus JBL, we get to a point where Rey is about to win the match. Eddie comes in to interfere. He's like, yes, I'm going to make sure you win. He's trying to take on the Bashams, who are in turn trying to stop Rey from winning. In that time, when he goes into the ring, he sees JBL and just starts pounding on him, which is like, what's your malfunction, bro?
Porqué.
Like, what's going on?
Smooth porqué. But
like, what are you thinking?
I was winning.
And Rey has the appropriate response because it's a disqualification. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Rey loses to JBL. JBL moves on in what was going on at the time, which was, I think it was a tournament to determine the number one contender of the WWE Championship, which JBL had just lost to John Cena at WrestleMania. Yeah. You can't see me.
You can't see me.
Yeah, but that was going on. That tournament produced some solid matches, including the previous week, or excuse me, not previous, the next week where we see Eddie versus Kurt Angle. But I don't want to skip to that too much. After the match where Eddie interferes with Rey is disqualified. There's the whole kerfuffle afterwards, like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, what are you doing? That's what Rey is kind of putting on to Eddie. What are you doing?
Understandably so.
Understandably so, because it's like, bro, you're messing up the money.
You fucked the bag up, bro.
You're messing up the money.
Why are you gonna fumble it like that?
Editing.
Yeah.
But okay, so basically, yeah, the two reconcile at the end of the day.